Join us every week for coaching and Q&A. You'll learn how to get more listings signed and sold following the simple and fun easy listing method. Plus, find hidden gem tips and get motivated as you surround yourself with like-minded peers in this weekly mastermind. Let's jump in.
All right, so Adam has joined us. Adam, welcome. Okay, is there anybody that's here and doesn't want to make money?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody here that wants to just submit a bunch of addresses and nothing happen with them and not make any money? All right, so we're going to go over a case study right now with one of our other agents in Ohio that how he put together his package, and we are going to be in contract on that very soon. Everybody see my screen?
Yep. Yes.
All right. So anyways, a lot of you guys have been submitting properties, but you're not giving us enough information to make an educated guess on this. So Adam and his team, with the leads that we're working on our own, it gets to be cumbersome, and it's we don't want to be wasting your time. We don't want to be wasting their time. We want to make this profitable for everybody. So this agent that I'm talking about came across us through the MLS, a home. Okay, and so he's an investor himself, but he's working more in the rental market, doesn't necessarily care to do fix and flips, and said, hey, if I do this, how much money can I make on the deal? And so I'm going to go back and read, but I'm also going to talk about, because we are going to enter a contract with this seller. We're making an offer on the home. And it's because, oh my God, I misspelled so many words. Geez, Michelle would be proud of me. Anyways,
Wait a minute, I'm missing words.
talk about what he is making on this thing, but the stuff that he submitted with the property. These are the things that we've been asking for when you guys submit a property, and very few do it. So, and Adam, if you want to say anything in regards to this, by all means, hop in. So anyways, this case study we're talking about, he actually found this home on the MLS. He went out and took a look at the property, and then he put together, he called us up and said, hey, I got this property in Ohio, and I think it's worth for you guys to take a look at it. So he did a CMA for us. He had a contractor go out with them and give prices of what the home needed. He sent in the CMA as is value. After his contractor figured out, he did an after repair value analysis. He submitted those documents with as many man-knee pics as you can gather to the Easy platform. Well, when you submit all the information like that, it makes it very easy for Adam, because we rely more on you guys. Is it really worth it to list it, or is it not? Vince made a great case in why you need to do it, simply for the fact we know he went out and looked at the house, he went out and looked at the repairs, and he went out and knew the after repair value on top of it. So that's the first thing that happened with them. Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, and then he said, well, how much do I make on that? And I said, well, yeah, that's a good question. Let us figure it out. So we come down here, and basically we will pay you 3% commission on the front side. So if you look at here, this home, we're going to make an offer on the home for $220,000 times 3%. We're going to build that into the cost, and he is going to get $6,600. The work needed on the house, it needed a roof, needed HVAC, needed some other stuff, was $40,000. After we do that work, the home, the after repair value on the home is $380,000. Okay, are there any questions on it? So you made $6,600 on the A to B side, right? Once the work is done, we are going to list the home at $380,000 with 10% buyer's premium. Now, since he submitted the house, are we taking a referral fee from him?
No.
Right. We are giving it to him. We're paying the 25% referral fee on that. So let's say that we get one offer on that $380,000 with a buyer's premium of 10%. So we got $380,000 times 3.5% as commission is an additional $13,300. The company with that investor 3% equals $11,400. And we are giving you 25% of that. That's another $2,850. So on a $280,000 house, it sold for $380,000. Minimally to you, you just made $22,750. And that's minimally what this agent will make. Is that worth it to put together a CMA, get together with the contractor, and go out and take a look at the
Yes.
property?
Yes,
submit
yes,
the
and
pictures?
yes.
All right. And then guess what? If there's a spread on top of that, which Adam did very nicely before he joined the company, you would make 25% of that spread as well. And what did it cost you to do it? Your time, right?
Little bit of time and effort.
So I wanted to make sure everybody is, when you, instead of just submitting a property, put a little bit of footwork behind it. You put the footwork behind it, it's going to make it a lot easier for us to enter into a contract. This lender that we're working with, we can do as many loans as we want to in theory. And, you know, we're getting great rates on that as well. So the fix and flip become a viable option. And, you know, Adam may decide it's better to do a novation with it, with spread. We don't know. But if you give them all the information, we have so many angles that we can come at it and sell and close these things. So we're all making money. Adam, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, no, I'll definitely say, you know, obviously, the notes are very good, but you know, make the business case for, you know, even if you're not going to be the investor who's quote unquote taking down the deal, make the case, you know, obviously as to why it's an exciting deal. You know, the properties that we're getting ready to put under contract, you know, the realtor let us know why it was an exciting deal, you know, and why it would be a deal. Meaning, you know, if I were just to, you know, look at this estimate, I wouldn't have seen this deal. You know, I wouldn't have seen it outright, you know, but this is someone who has obviously local knowledge. He has, you know, this guy happens to have experience as a builder, you know, someone who's renovated properties, but you don't need that experience even. You know, we can go ahead, we can go and get those estimates. That's not a big deal. But just knowing what something can be improved to is huge. You know, and obviously knowing, you know what we're looking to do and what we're looking to make. You know, so, you know, obviously, you know, certain things to keep in mind is, you know, if we can be, you know, anything submitted should, you know, have a minimum of, you know, 15% return. So what that means is, you know, if you're submitting a $100,000 property, there should be a $15,000 spread, you know, involved in the property, if at all possible. And that part's not always apparent from the very beginning. We'll help you find it along the way, but the main thing is there should be a discount. There should be a way to make money on the property.
Any questions on that, you guys? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I mean, it could be, and by the way, just to add on to that, right? Like I walked a property yesterday. Somebody called me up. I walked the property yesterday. They were selling two properties. One was the mother's house. One was the grandmother's house. They were both two bedroom. They were both two-bedroom properties, and they were very much like HGTV people. And they were asking me all kinds of questions. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? I pulled out my laptop, and you know, I showed them the comps, and I showed them where we would need to be and what we would need to do. You know, and that required, you know, adding bedrooms and adding bathrooms, right? Just as an idea, right? Like so sometimes, adding a bedroom without, you know, within the current footprint, right? Like I'm not talking about adding additions. You know, if you're talking adding additions, that adds tremendous cost. But if we can use the current footprint, even putting a bedroom and a bathroom in the basement is where we can add that value. You know, put that in the notes. Like that can definitely you know, improve the value tremendously. You know, even things like notating, you know, if the subject property has a 2-car garage and all the other properties have a 1-car garage, or you know, things of that nature, that add, you know, specific value. The property that we're doing, that we're closing on this week out in Washington State, this property had, you know, a couple intangibles, you know, and that had to do with the yard. It is going to be a tremendous outdoor living space. I literally cannot wait to get this thing cleaned up and in pristine shape, because the outside of this house is going to sell the inside of this house, and it's going to sell very quickly with God's help. I mean, it is really something very. It's got a pizza. I mean, all kinds of fun stuff that this property has. So, I mean, you know, anything that you guys come across. You know, we will literally get decisions quickly, and we'll, you know, make you guys a lot of money along the way. So, and any questions that you have regarding it too, feel free to email me or text us. We're excited. We want to do a bunch of these this year.
Can we get your email address, Adam?
Yep, it's Adam at Easy Real Estate Platform.
Oh, okay, that was easy.
Like we said, we try to make it easy.
I think the only one that had a last name tied to it, he's not with the company anymore. So everybody else is just their first name at. The other thing is, you guys, we are going to be unveiling at some point here the turnkey investor system. And our objective is to take you that want to even do that and help you succeed and show you a better way than our investors are doing it out there right now. So that's yet to come. We're working on it, and it'll be coming out. I thought we'd have it out by now, but it'll be out before the end of the year, I promise. Now that we're in Seattle doing this flip. On the other, we will be posting before pictures, after pictures, and all that stuff on the site, and also go through cost that we encountered on it. And it's exciting to be here and get back into the flipping market. And like I say, this home, when I was a golf pro, this is in a country club community called Mill Creek Country Club. It was the absolute most favorite golf course that I played every year in Pro-Ams, and bringing members from our course too. So I've always loved the area. When you drive in, the colors are just spectacular. And even on this home, walking trails everywhere, all that stuff. It's a great, great, great location. And if you guys remember all of the comps that we looked at together as a community, everything sold within 10 days on market, even in this garbage market we're in. All right, so
Robert, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Frank.
So going back to kind of what we just went through, so just so I have this down, because it seems pretty simple. I want to make sure I'm accurate on this. So in my daily travels, I can look at fixer properties that are listed already on the MLS. And if I think it's a deal, it makes sense, I can do some analysis, send that into you, and see if it looks like it'll work, and we're off and running.
That's it. Just give us the information.
This is like stealing.
I hope so.
Love it.
So
Thank you.
I think it works out pretty good for everybody.
I mean, obviously also, we, I mean, the numbers would have to make sense too, right? Like, not just like anything that's listed there, but, we would obviously, as long as it can be justified that there's an ROI at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where it's sourced from.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes.
So, any other comments? Everybody good? All right, so on Thursday, maybe the latest is on Monday. So I can meet with Kat and Adam. We will come up with a plan on what we feel is appropriate, unveil it, and what we can have a community discussion about it as well after. My overall thing is don't lose deals over it. We will absolutely work with you and do what's right by you. We just ask you to do the same thing on our part. So, and you know, because it's been a tough, the investors stuff is working, thank God, because they're actually pricing the homes right. But I do know the other thing is too, you guys, just to be honest with you from a company standpoint, is that, you know, I know how to make this thing sing backward, forward, and sideways. The trainings, the reason why I do the trainings is because there isn't anything that is going to change me from knowing that this is the best thing that represents consumers. The 0% platform, like I said, if I had this, remember I paid $1,800 to learn how to do an open house with Roger Butcher, who basically did the peanut butter smell, had flags coming off the roof to an open house sign. So I had 100 people come to my open houses. I learned that from him. But I utilize this practice and utilize this stuff. If you guys put the time and effort and know how to make this thing sing too, it is even in this crappy market, buyer's market, you still should be getting out there and getting listings. And so utilize our stuff as well. And you know, we're here for you. We've added, you know, we got the Monday and Thursdays. We're going to add on some other things as well. We've got the investors and we got leads coming in that we're working at this point, which is very exciting. This lead in Washington is one that came in off of one of our leads. So anyway, so hang in there, and we appreciate everybody. And we will come out hopefully, like say either on Thursday or Friday or Monday at the latest. We'll all have a resolution and get some community feedback before we implement it. Sound fair?
Absolutely.
Right on, brothers and sisters. And anyway, we appreciate everybody, and have a great day, a productive day. And Quinn and Kenneth, thank you so much for sharing your insight. I kind of put you on the spot. I didn't mean to do that, but my whole thing with is the community. We need to, as a community, we got to figure this out together because we're all partners in this business, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And also, if these two have a concern, others probably have the same concern. They were just the first two to voice it.
So anyway, all right. We appreciate everybody. Adam and Kat,
Absolutely.
thanks for hopping on as well. Appreciate you guys too. And if nobody else has anything they want to say, God bless everybody, and we'll see you on Thursday.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robert.